This show is going exactly how I imagined, huh? I got it right. Yay. Hello, and welcome back to Nerddom. My name is Matt. Thank you so much for being with me today. And yeah, Marvel is dropping these episodes really weirdly, because a couple nights ago, we got 3 more episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, aka that Spider-Man show. Yes, that one. Now they dropped episode 3, 4, and 5, which are all out of 10 for the season. So we got 2 more weeks after this week of episodes, and then the show's over. And right off the bat, you can see where this story is going. They set up a couple of characters, and then they're gonna knock it down. First off, of course, we gotta talk about Lonnie. This show almost feels like it cares more about Lonnie than it does even Peter Parker. I guess it's a more captivating story for the screenwriter and creators because Lonnie was shown as such a promising young man, and now he is falling into a life of crime. I'll be honest, I did not want the show to go into this direction. I was like, come on, man. Are we really doing this right now? What year is it? And there's almost no motivation for Lonnie to get into this gang, the 101st gang or something like that, 110th Street gang. It seems like the motivation was just to save his brother at first. So it's almost like he is sacrificing himself to save his brother's soul. He is losing his own soul. He was shown before to be such a, like I said, promising young man. He's then doing his homework in the gang's hideout, and then he's forced to do some things for the gang. Usually in stories that, you fall into a gang, it is because you are lacking something. You are lacking acceptance, you're lacking camaraderie, you're lacking something in your life that kind of pushes you or opens you up to the possibility of being in the gang. But this time, this is, like I said, he, I guess, has financial troubles with his family. His family seems like they're well-adjusted. They are all, sounds like, great people, and they don't want to be falling into this kind of troubles. So it is kind of a weird story to take, but he is starting to, at the end of episode 5, after the gang battle between the Scorpions. Scorpions. Do they do that? I don't know if they do that or not. It seems like he enjoyed his time in the fight. It's, I guess, kind of a parallel to football and that whole battlefield thing, the trenches. He saved the gang leader from getting knifed by the Scorpion King. The Scorpion King? What the hell am I saying? By the Scorpion leader, who I think is Scorpion, and we may see him, I don't know, in the future. So he saves the leader's life, and he gets the nickname Tombstone. And he says, I like that. So he is falling into the gang and falling into the camaraderie of that. You saw that he is camaraderie with football players, so maybe that's it. Maybe he just likes the thrill of the battle, the thrill of the chase, and he's being corrupted by the gang. Gangbangers. So this is setting up the parallels, not the parallel even, setting up the 2 stories. We have Peter becoming a hero, Lonnie becoming a villain. And then, they're going to meet at the end. The titles of the next 5 episodes have already been released, I believe. Next is Duel with the Devil. You can imagine that's going to be the Daredevil cameo. Next is Scorpion Rising. Maybe we're going to have the Scorpion get some abilities or technology from, we'll talk in a second. And then Tangled Web. Next one's Hero and Menace. And then If This Be My Destiny. So I'm not sure which one of those we're going to have a face down with Lonnie, but it's going to be one of those for sure. You know it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. So yay. Let's talk about the Peter side of this entire story. Peter gets a bunch of new suits to try from Norman Osborn, who basically wants to be this hero maker. I'm curious if he is sort of jealous of Tony and the Avengers because he desperately wants to have a hero. I'm still thinking there's some ulterior motives here. It is Norman Osborn after all, but who knows? We're getting a season 2, I think, and 3 of this whole show, so maybe we'll see that down the line. It's not going to be crammed into this one season. But you see Norman trying to get him to be the man in the chair, just like a parallel between this and the MCU. He wants to be the guy at the desk. He then hacks into Peter's system, and he starts talking to him when he encounters these two who have high-tech gloves and boots, which we then find out is being supplied by Otto Octavius. So Otto is giving out this technology for money for some reason. He has some big plan going on, but he is giving these street level people technology for different heists and different things. And the funniest part is that his design is very much so close to the animated series design. It's basically that animated series design. So I would laugh my ass off if this was that universe's Otto Octavius in this universe. I would laugh my ass off, because this entire universe parallels, again, the MCU. We have the Sokovia Accords, we have Civil War happening behind the scenes, and we have Spider-Man being a Captain America fan. So much so that when he's talking to Harry, he actually wants his costume to not be as pale and stale as it is right now. Yeah. So he wants to add a little bit of red, just like Captain America. So it sounds like Harry Osborn is also a fan. There was a couple gags that I did laugh at, but otherwise I don't know. I like seeing Spider-Man do heroic things. I like seeing Spider-Man save people. And trying on the suits with Norman Osborn was entertaining to watch. The episode with the unicorn, aka their version of Rhino for now, even though we had the real Rhino in the episode, that one kind of threw me off. I don't know. The character calling herself the unicorn was a little bit, I guess, bloodthirsty, and it was cool to see Spider-Man and the real Rhino kind of join forces, and Spider-Man defends him when she's going to use him as a bargaining tool. Basically, she's going to try to fry him because she knew that Spider-Man was going to save him. So that's what the story is so far, man. I don't know what else to really say. I guess Nico as well. She has been entirely sidelined by Peter and Harry. You can tell that she is jealous. You can tell that she is hurt. And Peter's just like, okay, cool. Everything's fine. I don't know. I feel bad for her. But at the same time, she is kind of always, I don't know. She's always saying weird things, and it doesn't seem like they have the best friendship. It seems like they're just around each other. I don't know. She was talking to her necklace, and again, I don't know much about her. I haven't looked into her that much, so maybe there's something there. But it does look like that she's a little bit jealous. I don't know if it's friendship-wise jealous or attention, or maybe she does have a crush on Peter. Who knows? Who knows? But that's basically it. I mean, is it enjoyable? It's all right. It's all right. I mean, I didn't want the cliche freaking story to happen. You know what? Guy who is in not very good financial circumstances. He's running in with the gang. Like, I get it. But the problem that I'm running into is, who is this show for? It seems like the language and some of the stuff is not for children. It's not even for teenagers. And I don't even know if it is for teenagers. So is it for adults? Because then it's kind of like blah for adults. I don't know. That's kind of my feelings on it. I'm really trying to figure out who was this show made for, if not the creators and showrunners. That's who it might have been made for. And I'm really looking for I'm looking why they couldn't make this Tom Holland's Spider-Man. What creative freedom were they striving for that it couldn't be attached directly to the MCU? And I have a feeling it's this whole Lonnie Norman stuff. I think that's it. They couldn't find any other way to write a story, so they're like, oh, I need to do my own thing. I don't know. I don't mind it. We already have a bunch of different universes, and this is kind of like a what if universe here. So it's a split off. If you're looking at the timeline, it's like a split off from the MCU. What if Doctor Strange fought a symbiote at the thing? So with all that in mind, it's fine. Also, props for the little girl losing the balloon. I understand that reference. It's from the Spider-Man 2 game. Again, I like him being a hero. I like him showing that he is saving people, and he cares more about saving people than a lot of other stuff. So I like that part. That's the kind of stuff that we don't see a lot in Marvel stuff anymore. They're more usually beating up the bad guy. So I like that he made that decision of, rather than chasing the car, he saved the people. I like that. So props for that, at least. But that's my thoughts on the show. They found out that the technology that they were using was the same exact technology as the dude with the flamethrowers, who's named Butane, I guess. So, and then we find out that Otto Octavius, the OO, that looks like an infinity sign or something, he's the one supplying all the weapons. And he has some master plan, and his assistant really loves him for some reason. But yeah, that was my thoughts. It's okay. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below your thoughts on your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man episodes 3 through 5 or 1 and 2 as well. And yeah, next week, man, we got Brave New World, Captain America himself. And this comes out the day before I see that movie. So I don't think there's gonna be any tie-ins or anything like that, but yeah, it's gonna be a big Marvel month. Big Marvel month, that's hard to say. So yeah, let me know your thoughts, and if you liked the video, feel free to subscribe. Also, feel free to smash the like button. It really does help out the channel get pushed out to new people. Thank you so much, and have a good day.